Hello, fellow Sudokans, and welcome to Zen and the Art of the Guardian Sudoku puzzle for Tuesday, the 19th of October 2021. We have a medium level Sudoku puzzle for you in a moment. Item in the news. Really, if you see the thumbnail for this video, that's what you really need to look at. The picture of a house that looks like it's in the middle of a lake, and that's because it was in Newfoundland in Canada. A couple were bought an old house. They decided to move it, I've seen houses being moved on trucks before, large trucks, but I've never seen a house being moved by boat before. But apparently, it is something that has been done many times before. I'd never heard of it though, um, and unfortunately, halfway through it almost sank. But lots of smaller boats came and helped rescue it, and eventually they got to the destination. So that's a good news story for a Tuesday when the world around us is full of bad news. Right, if you've never played Sudoku before, I'm going to explain the rules. Rows across, columns down, and each of these blocks here need to contain the numbers 1 to 9. At the moment, they don't have all of the numbers. Our job is to fill in the numbers. And remember that each square can each row, column, and block can only have a number 1 to 9 just one time. Okay. So how do we go about playing the game? Well, we look for logic. We work it out in terms of logic. So, for example, this 9 cannot appear in these two squares because it's already in this row. So this way and this way cannot contain 9 again. Same for this 9 here. Can't contain 9 in this row. So if there's no 9 in this row and no 9 in this row, that means just this square here must contain a 9. That's a logical conclusion that we can draw, right? Okay, this one blocks up here and this one blocks down here. I say blocks, it means it can't be repeated again. So blocking here, and a 1 blocking across here gives me a 1 in this square here. Now this 2 blocking across here and this 2 blocking across here will give me a 2 in this square because that's the only one left. Now a moment ago there would have been 2 empty squares. Now there's only one place for it to go, so we know that it must be in that square. One blocking this square and this one blocking across this row gives me a 1 to place here. Now the 1 blocking up this column, and across this row gives me a 1 to place in this square. This 3 blocks these 3 squares, right? A number can only appear once in its block segment here. Now this row here does not yet have a 3, so we know that 3 can't be in this square or this square. So there's only one left, so the 3 has to be in this square here. Now the way we use logic to get the answers to this problem is this. 1, 2, 3, we don't have 4, 5, 6, 7, we don't have 8. So 4 and 8 are the missing numbers here. Now we can't tell which is which. We don't have any intersecting 4s or 8s to block either place. So we know that these are 4 and 8, but we can't tell where they go. But that's okay. For the moment, what we can say is let's look at the other numbers in here, and there is only one left. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to appear in one of these. 5, 6. Any 7s? No. So we know that 7 is going to appear here because we know that these are 4 and 8. Or you could just say 7 blocks across this row. There's usually more than one way to find the answer to this puzzle. This 9 blocks across this row, this 9 blocks up here, so it gives us a 9 to place there. 9 blocking down this column, and across here gives us a 9 to place there. 9 blocking across this row, down here, just one empty square left. 9 has to go there. Nine blocking up here, and a 9 blocking across here, so that gives me a 9 in that square there. Five blocks across here, 5 blocks down here, so 5 has to go in that square there. Three blocks across here, so 3 fits there. Here's a kind of two-step process. 3 blocks across here and 3 blocks up here, so that means 3 has to be in one of these two squares here. Can't tell which one just yet, but it's in one of those. But anyway, this will block along this row, so no 3 is allowed again in this row apart from these two squares. And 3 blocks here, so blocking, and that means this has to be a 3 there. Now we can say 3 blocking down here, 3 blocking across here, and that's going to give us a 3 in that square there. We don't have a 5 in this block here. We have an intersecting 5 here and another one here, so we know that that's got to be a 5 there. This 8 blocks across this row here, giving us an 8 there. Missing numbers here are 2, 4 and 7. The 4 and the 7 can't be in this row because they're in the same column, so it's not 7, it's not 4, so we know that it's got to be 2. And that means 2 blocks down here, 2 blocks down here, that's going to give us the 2 to place there. Seven stops this from being a 7, so 7 goes here. The last number is 8, either in this block or in this column. It's still 8, whichever way you look at it. Missing numbers in this row are 4 and 6. We have 1, 2, 3, there's no 4, 5, there's no 6, 7, 8, 9 we have. Now 6 stops this from being a 6. So we know that 6 has to go in the only other available slot, which is there. And the 4 must go there. Now 4 is one of the missing numbers in this row, but it can't come here now. So we know that 4 goes there. And the other missing number there is an 8. And now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We don't have a 7, so we'll put 7 there. Missing numbers here, 7 is one of them, so 7 must go here like this, and 4 is the last number to get in this block. Looking down here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We don't have an 8 yet, so the 8 goes here. Now 1, 2, 3, this is a 4 now missing. And okay, Most of the grid is done now. It's pretty much an easy puzzle. 6 blocking across here, 6 blocking up here, and up here, and across here. That's going to give me a 6 there. There's no 4 in this column yet. This 4 stops this square, and this 4 stops this square. So 4 must appear there. Um, 8 blocks down here, 8 blocks down here, and 8 blocks across here. It's going to put an 8 in that square there. Now 1 blocking down here, 1 across here, gives us a 1 to place there. And now 1 blocking up here, and across here. So the very first square, top left, has to be a 1. One missing number in this row, it's a 5. Let's put it in now. Six blocks down here, 6 blocks down here. This has to be a 6 in this square, and the last number for this column is a 2. Let's put it in. Having difficulty seeing the numbers this morning. That's for another reason, not about Sudoku, something else. What's missing up here? 1, 2, so 5 and 7, right? Is there anything? So 7 blocks across here, 7 blocks up here. That's going to give me a 7 to place there. 7 blocking down here, That's going to give me a 7 there. 7 across here. That will give me a 7 to place here, and then up here. That's a 7. 5 is the last number to place there. 5 stops this from being 5. 5 goes here. 2 is the last number that we need there. 2, 1, 2, 3. We don't have 4 for this row yet, so put in 4. That stops that from being a 4. 4 must go here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 goes here. 8 blocking up here, 8 blocking up here. That puts an 8 there. Missing number here is a 2, and in here is a 3. And 3 stopping this from being a 3, so 3 is here. And a 2 is the number to finish off. Okay, that's the end of our medium level puzzle. Really, it's an easy level puzzle for Tuesday. I may or may not be back with some other Sudoku later, depending on what's going on here in Bangkok. Thank you very much, and I hope to see you again for more Sudoku at some point anyway.